Peace, world. What's good, folks? Good morning. Thanks for pressing play on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment video. Might not be much bite down boxing talk today. Just kind of a light week. I'm a huge fan of this Coco golf, man. Checking her out last night at of course, from the Wimbledon success, the run that she had there. But to check her out tonight and see her playing on the Arthur Ashe court, I believe, in Flushing, what's that? Flushing Meadows in Queens, New York. And to see her fight back. She dropped the first set, got it back together, won the next two sets, obviously, to advance in the tournament. But just to face some adversity, I'm so impressed with her. Like I mentioned last night on another video, she's 15. I think she's from down in Florida. Family up there in the box. Like, it's just a refreshing story, man. And just to see how she interacts, how she works the media, does media, answering questions and everything. Just to see, that she gets to stand on what the Williams sisters, what they pioneered and what they got started. And you look at how, you just look at her maturity level versus what we saw from the Williams girls when we saw them at that age. She had a little humor in her post match talk with what was that, Maria Shriver, I think. But just to just a beautiful young spirit, man. Hopefully she doesn't change, and hopefully, like some of Serena, what we see now and how she can be at sometimes, I think it's because of how the response to her and her sister when they came along and the stuff that they had to endure, fight with, and overcome, and being disrespected, and some of the poor treatment that they received. I think some of the unlikable or negatives of Serena, I think Venus is kind of always soared above everything. Reason I like, one of my major things that I like about Venus. But this young girl right here, we're in a excuse me, we're in a different day and age, society wise, and it's not all that new. I mean, Sloane Stevens is out there. So she's just coming in, just able to play tennis, man. I mean, and she got this wild card into the U.S. Open. Potapova gave her a good match last night. Jumped on her, out the gate. She had to battle back to 5-3. I think she was down 4-1 or something in that first set. But like I said, dropped it. And I just like the way that she fought back, man. That was and who knows, how far she goes in the tournament. But like I said, man, to see mom and dad over there in the players box, and just the energy, she just has this bright spirit about her, man. I'm hoping for the best for the kid, hoping that she has some staying power. I don't know. I saw the Kyrgios, his stuff last. The U.S. Open is always like the excitement of tennis. Everybody can wear the uniform. I mean, the outfit, the attire, the outfits that they want to wear. Serena had all the, the voluptuous curves and whatnot out on display in the big city the other night in the opener against Sharapova. Rafa rolled last night against Millman. So it's a great event, man, and you get to see a lot of personality and whatnot. So we'll see how this thing comes together. One quick entertainment note: tonight is the finale of Yellowstone. For those that have been keeping up with that, I don't think I got around to a recap last week, but tonight is is the season 2 finale. Somewhat excited about it. It looks like Monica, who's might be the one that comes full circle, whereas she's been all against kind of everything that the Duttons do to maintain Yellowstone and to hold their property and fight for their way of life, despite some of the corruption from Pops. It seems like now that Tate, her son with Casey, has been abducted, kidnapped. Now she understands kind of that you have something and you have to protect it, and she can stop being so judgmental. I thought I saw on the trailer for the finale that, or the preview for the finale, that she told Casey to kill the Beck brothers, basically the Beck brothers who've taken Tate. So it'll be interesting to see how they take down whether they take down the Beck brothers and get Tate back without him being harmed. So that's kind of they lost Raina in power, in season 4 or something. So it's not like it's no precedent for a child to be be one of the people that we lose from the cast of some of these shows or one of these shows. So I put my money on Tate probably being around and making it to season 3. I have been mentioning, I think his name is Steven Williams, the older black guy that's on there. He popped back up last week and had a quick scene that he was leaving the ranch, which I was like, bro, where have you been, all season? So that's interesting. They did come back and address that. And then also, I never really got a reason why Avery left, the only female that was in the bunkhouse. She left after the altercation with the 2 guys where she sprayed the bear repellent on the 2 guys that were giving Jimmy some problems that they took care of last week in last episode. So they never really touched on that. Funny thing was, I'm finally watching Mission Impossible last night, the last Mission Impossible Fallout, and Wes Bentley, who plays Jamie Dutton on the show, pops up in it, and with a different look and a beard and kind of the longer hair in the back. Just was kind of a random sighting to see him, in a major movie, especially a franchise like Mission Impossible. So look, boxing wise, December is gonna have a lot of fights in December. I saw where it looks like the IBF lightweight championship with a mandatory fight, I believe, with Richard Comey and Teofimo Lopez. There was some speculation that whether Lopez would kick that fight after winning the eliminator against Nakatani. Was that his name? Masayoshi Nakatani. A month and a half ago or so in DC. Some of the stuff that he explained. I got the video down where I interviewed him ringside after the fight, me and a couple other guys. Some wonder if he would take that fight, because he said he had stuff in his life to wrap up, to take care of, to get in order. And it looks like he may have stepped back from things and has, molded all over and maybe made the changes that he needed to make, or just, time. He had some moment to settle down after the situation. I heard that there was some members in the family or something that didn't approve of him getting married, or had an issue with his wife or whatever. And a lot of things were just complicated for the young guy. But, I don't get into my winners and losers as soon as they announce fights. And I don't even think it's really been finalized just yet. But it was like December 14th, I want to say. So, anyway, December is loaded. I mean, what's his Bud is supposed to fight, and maybe is that the same card? And maybe because Bud's opponent is going to be trash, most likely. But you got Bud. So anyway, like I said, I just think it's a good thing that he's sticking with what he set out to do. And hopefully he gets everything in order, in his circle to go into that fight with the best mind possible. On another note, man, when is we're talking about the rematch the rematch for this super welterweight title with Julian Williams and Jared Hurd. When is Jared Hurd going to announce or select a trainer? Who is he working with? I see him in the gym getting his cardio together and working out and whatnot, but under the tutelage of who? Like, this is an important fight for his career against a guy who has an answer for everything that he would like to do. What is going to be, who's going to lead him into this? Who's going to get him ready and point out the things that they did? I do see a formula, for a path for him to get his titles back and to win the rematch, but I don't like the timetable that they could be working with. So, hey man, let me get on out of here. Continue checking out the U.S. Open in New York City. Check out that Yellowstone on season finale on the Paramount Network tonight, and then continue doing your thing. Hey, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Bite down boxing. Don't let them count you out. Peace.